What's going on, people? It's your boy Leon Maz from Leon Talks TV, back at it again. So welcome back. So we're going to be talking about something really important, why you should be careful about sharing your personal issues and insecurities with friends, and being selective with what type of information you want to share out there. You see, it might seem like a good idea to open up, but sometimes it can backfire. So let's break it down and help you understand why being selective about your information is key to protecting yourself. So let's get into it. Chapter 1, the risk of sharing too much. All right, let's start by talking about why sharing personal problems can be risky. Imagine you have a prized sports car and you decide to show it off to everyone. At first, it feels great to share your pride and joy, but then sometimes someone accidentally leans on it, scratching the paint or setting the car on fire for whatever reason. Now that the car you cherished is damaged, the same goes for your personal issues. When you share them with the wrong people, they can use that information against you. For example, let's say you're having trouble in a relationship, like in the bedroom department. One example would be you having premature ejaculation, basically meaning you're a 1-minute man, a one-hitter quitter, like you do not last long in the bedroom department, and you confide in one of your friends about it. A few weeks later, during an argument, that friend might throw your insecurities back at you, saying something like, well, you're not even good at lasting long in the bedroom. It's like, damn, you're like, ouch, right? Or perhaps you become the butt of the joke about your mishaps. It stings when people you trust use your vulnerabilities against you, especially when it's done to put you on blast in front of others. You know what's funny, right? When I was in like high school, I was still a virgin, right? And I remember confiding one of my friends about it. And I thought it was just normal, like, just tell your friend about, you're a virgin. Like, it's not a big deal. In my eyes, I never saw it as a big deal. I mean, I was still in high school. I wasn't even barely 16 years old at the time. Do you know what I mean? And I remember, like, every time I would get into an argument, my friend would just always be like, shut up, man, you're a virgin anyways. And I used to be like, damn. I'm like, damn, it's like that. And the funny thing is like, you tell someone in confidence, but you don't even think that can be used against you, amongst other things. You see, I feel like the most crucial time is when you are a teenager or in your 20s, because you really have to be selective with the information you want to share with people, especially when it comes to family issues, money issues, and especially relationship issues. Like, you never really want to talk about issues that you might have with your partner, and vice versa. I don't think women should tell their issues with their partner to their friends. And I feel like you should be very selective when it comes to like the information you give out, because whether that you might be experiencing with your girl, you see, part of our lessons I've learned growing up and dealing with people or so-called friends is how individuals can use the information you shared about yourself against you, especially in heated moments. You end up saying to yourself, like, damn, is it really like that? Like, you wouldn't even know this about me if I didn't share my information to you. And now you're just going to hit below the belt. It's crazy, right? You see, the vulnerability of youth, teens and young adults are often navigating a complex mix of emotions, relationships, and life changes. During this time, they are more vulnerable and may seek out connections with peers, friends, and even family members to share their experiences. However, this vulnerability can also make them targets for emotional manipulation or betrayal. When you're dealing with family issues, money struggles, or relationship challenges, it can feel natural to confide in those you trust. You may believe that sharing your burdens will bring you closer to someone, but this is where caution is essential. The harsh reality is that not everyone who appears supportive has your best interests at heart. Also, let's not forget your next moves, aspirations, and your goals you may want for yourself, because believe it or not, even the goals you have can be used against you, like being mocked for something you want to do and aspire to do. Take me, for instance. I'm doing YouTube videos right now, and I had a friend, well, it was really when I was doing it on TikTok. And what's funny is that he would constantly go on my page to look, because on TikTok, it gives you notifications that someone has viewed your page, right? And he had done it at least about 4 or 5 times, back and forth. But what's funny is that he was sending my videos and basically being a hater towards me for doing TikTok videos. And, he was basically saying things like, oh, he's trying to be like Kevin Samuels and this, that, and the other. Just kind of like, just hitting below the belt, making funny jokes about it. And what's funny, he probably said a lot more, to be honest. But I only probably got the PG version because I'm sure, knowing him, he said a lot more. That person had been a hater and just had outright negative energy around me. The impact of betrayal. When a so-called friend takes the information you've shared in confidence and uses it against you, especially during a heated moment, it can feel like a gut punch. It's not just about the words, it's about the trust that has been shattered. That moment of betrayal can lead to deep emotional scars, making you question your judgment in choosing who to confide in. Damn, is it really like that? Becomes a haunting thought. It reflects the realization that the bond you believed was strong was in fact fragile. You begin to wonder if others are keeping scores on your vulnerabilities, waiting for the right moment to strike. I mean, it's really that bad. Chapter 2, who to share with. Now, it's important to think about who you share your personal information with. Not everyone deserves to know your story. It's like sharing a secret recipe. You wouldn't want just anyone to have it. Instead, consider talking to professionals or people who won't judge you or use your information against you. A therapist, a counselor can offer valuable advice without any emotional baggage. They're trained to help you navigate your feelings and challenges, and they are bound by confidentiality. It's like having a safe space where you can freely express yourself without fear. Also, the good thing about this day and age is the world of social media, which is one of the positives about it. We always talk about the negative side of social media, but in this case, it's positive. That said, I've always found that whatever someone is going through, you can always seek advice or find like-minded people on social media with whom you can connect, whether it's through certain communities or influences. Chapter 3, the value of family. Another great option is talking to family. Most of the time, family members have your best interests at heart. They care about you and want to help. Think of them as a personal cheerleaders, but remember, not all family dynamics are the same, so choose wisely. For instance, if you have a sibling who is supportive, understanding, they might be a perfect person to confide in. They can offer a fresh perspective and help you see things differently, just like a mirror reflects your image. A good family member can reflect your feelings back to you, helping you gain clarity. However, not everyone has family members they can turn to. Some may come from difficult family situations or may not have close relationships with their relatives. If that's the case for you, don't worry. There are options out there. You can seek support from close friends who feel like family, mentors, or even community support groups. It's about finding a network of people who genuinely care and can offer guidance. Remember, that goal is to connect with those who can provide a listening ear and safe space for you to express yourself. Chapter 4, learning from past mistakes. Now let's talk about learning from past mistakes. We've all been there, sharing too much too soon and then feeling regret. I can tell you from personal experiences that I've made this mistake before. I trusted someone with my insecurities and it came back to bite me. I felt embarrassed and betrayed, and it took time to rebuild my trust. This is a valuable lesson. Be cautious about who you open up to. It's okay to be vulnerable, but do it in a safe environment. It's like treasure chests that only a few trusted people should have the key to. Conclusion. So to wrap things up, remember to be selective with personal information you share. Not everyone will handle your vulnerabilities with care, and sometimes it can lead to hurt feelings or misunderstanding. Seek advice from professionals or trusted family members who genuinely want to help you. As the famous author and motivational speaker Maya Angelou once said, there is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. So while it's important to share, make sure you're sharing with the right people. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay safe and be wise with your words. See you next time.